It is Saturday after Epiphany. It's before the last day of this Christmas season, January the 11th of the year of the Lord 2025. The Gospel is taken from St. John chapter 3, verse 22 to 30. Jesus and his disciples went into the region of Judea, where he spent some time with them baptizing. John was also baptizing in Enon near Salim, because there was an abundance of water there, and people came to be baptized, for John had not yet been imprisoned. Now, a dispute arose between the disciples of John and a Jew about ceremonial washing. So they came to John and said to him, "Rabbi, the one who was with you across the Jordan, to whom you testified, here he is baptizing, and everyone is coming to him." John answered and said, "No one can receive anything except what has been given from heaven. You yourselves can testify that I said that I am not the Christ, but that I was sent before him. The one who has the bride is the bridegroom. The best man who stands and listens for him rejoices greatly at the bridegroom's voice. So this joy of mine has been made complete. He must increase, I must decrease." The Gospel of the Lord. Again, during this week between Epiphany and the baptism of the Lord, all the daily Gospels are epiphanic. They are manifestations of Jesus Christ from different perspectives, different angles, different points of view. Now it is in the Gospel of John, and there is you see Jesus in Judea baptizing with his disciples. Now, at a certain point, the Gospel of John will say it was not Jesus who was baptizing, but his disciples. And now the dispute is between the disciples of Jesus and disciples of John. And certainly in the first Christians, they have this dispute with the disciples of John, because John was a good prophet. He was very famous, very popular, and the disciples of John could say that John was greater than Jesus, because it was Jesus who went to look for John. It was John who baptized Jesus Christ. And so, and the Gospel tells us exactly that John still was not in jail, because if we read in the Gospel of Mark, Matthew, and Luke, you can see that Jesus began his ministry until John was put in jail. He was imprisoned. Now, John gives a testimony to his disciples that he is not the Christ. He's sure of that he's not the prophet. He's just the one who goes before the Lord to prepare the way of the Lord. The one who is coming is greater than him. This is why at the end of the Gospel, he says, "He must increase, I must decrease." He knew his place. And it's beautiful, the image that he does, that he's not the bridegroom. He is just the best man. The bridegroom is Christ. He's the bridegroom of humanity. He took upon himself, he became human like us, and also he is the bridegroom of the church. You can read the letter of Paul to the Ephesians chapter 5. So he is the bridegroom. And John is not jealous, doesn't have envy. John is happy, rejoices, because he has fulfilled his mission, his ministry, to prepare the way of the Lord. I think we can be happy with things that we have done. We cannot be jealous, envious of other people, what other people have, what other people does. But we need to be always to rejoice, like John. He rejoices because the Messiah is coming. He's already here. Remember, tomorrow is the last day of Christmas. Sunday, you go to Mass. We will celebrate the baptism of the Lord. Share this video with all your acquaintances or your friends from the parish of St. Leo the Great in Houston and the parish of St. Luke in Irving, Texas. May God bless you, give you life and happiness. Amen.